Hi, good evening everyone. So once again, welcome to this session of Unacademy for interview preparation, and we have with us Mr. Farhan, who just appeared for IMT Ghaziabad interview in slot 2 on 8th Feb. And yeah, let's understand from him what was his experience. Farhan, how are you?
I'm good. Actually.
So Farhan, can you quickly tell us a bit about your background, your CAT score, and what's your journey, what's your educational background, work experience, and all?
Yes, as you know that my name is Farhan Shamim. I scored 10 CGPA in class 10th, and then I switched to Bihar School Examination Board, where I scored 72.8%. And I did pursued my production engineering from Jadavpur University, Kolkata. There I have 7.5 CGPA. And after that, I have a work ex in 2 years of 2 years in Century LED Lighting Company. So it was a complete manufacturing setup, and I worked there as a quality assurance, quality executive in quality assurance department.
Okay.
So that was it, and I mean my CAT score is 98.84. My SNAP is 99.77. That is it.
Okay, so you are expecting good calls based on CAT. And Farhan, you had mentioned that last year also you had clear IMT interview, right?
Yes.
So how's the experience of IMT interview today when you appeared vis-a-vis last year? Was it similar or there were changes? I mean, online, it was online, right, this year?
This year it was online. There were not much changes. Even last year they asked me they asked me the questions from WorkX, and this year also they did the same to me. I won't say that there was much of a difference. That was even last year. That was a short interview. This year it lasted for around 10 to 12 minutes also.
Okay, so let me once again tell to all my viewers that Farhan had clear IMT interview last year also. He had scored somewhere close to 94 percentile last year, and this year he has scored somewhere close to 99 percentile in CAT. But he chose to opt for he chose to appear for CAT once again this year so that he can get better B schools. And yeah, as a backup option, he has applied to IMT Ghaziabad. But before we go ahead, just want to tell to all my viewers that we are we are helping all the MBA aspirants to prepare for GD and PI on this platform, on this channel, which is Unacademy CAT. So first of all, make sure that all of you have subscribed to our channel. Moreover, we also have plus subscription for all CAT 2021 and 22 aspirants, so you can prepare really well with our regular batches, and you can get all the test series and GD-PI prep and all there as well. Right, so coming back to you, Farhan, so can you quickly tell us, I mean, the questions that were asked? Was the first question tell me something about yourself, or it was completely different beginning?
My first question was completely out of the blue. I didn't even expect it. They asked me to tell a story that how to walk them through the journey, that how I ended up in the organization, from the college life to the organization life. What was my story and what are the highs and lows in my life there. So I told them in a particular story way that how I chose this organization only, how I had an inclination towards operations, being a production engineering. So that was it. It was not a particular question that tell me about yourself. It was not that.
Right, but indirectly they actually ask you to cut short the schooling part and all, and straight away tell you engineering, projects, and then placements and the company. Right, so this is what ideally you can expect to cover. Okay, before we go ahead, Sudipto Mukherjee has one question for you. That why did you apply for IMT this year again? Last year you were selected, but फिर भी इस साल आपके percentile भी अच्छे हैं, तो आपने IMT क्यों apply किया? Is it like a backup option?
It's a good backup option to me. I don't have much good ACATs that is why, I mean, I did not, I have an average ACAT. So being a GEM, a general engineering male, so IMT is always a good option if other options don't work out. Okay. So that is why I have applied for IMT this year.
Right, so I think that's not a bad decision, just keeping a backup option, and you are confident when you appear for IMT interview, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I heard from other candidate yesterday who appeared for the first slot. He was a fresher, I believe, and there were few mathematics questions and few domain related questions. Were you asked any question, or it was mainly on your work experience?
It was mainly on my work ex. There was no question from mathematics, but there was one question on that. Do you read newspaper? Can you tell us what are the business news that two recent business news they asked me to tell?
Okay, so I'm sure one must be this Himalayan tragedy and the other should be farmer strike.
The business news. They
Business
asked me
news.
to-
Oh, sorry, I missed that part. Right, not the normal news. Business news. Okay,
Yes.
fine.
So I told them that there's a tussle that is going between future versus like Amazon versus Reliance over the future contract. So
Right.
that was one, and the second one was that how the market has reacted to the budget positively. So that was
Okay, yeah, budget is definitely in the discussion, right?
Yes.
Any other question, particularly when you narrated your work experience, any specific question that they asked, they try to drill you on that you'd like to share with
like
the viewer?
when I talked about my achievement and after that what were the lows of my life, then they asked me that you were doing so good, then why do you want to do marketing now? So I had a prepared answer. So I told them that why I want to do marketing. That was it. And then they asked me that what are the responsibilities, like what were your responsibilities in the organization and what improvement you brought in the organization, like being from a quality department, what you did in the organization. So I answered them. After that, like they asked me that. After that, it went from completely different questions, like what other calls do you have, and where do you? And then there was a managerial question that where do you see yourself 5 years down the line, and then 10 years down the line. So that was it. That was all the questions like I was asked.
Okay. So one more thing. So do they expect from WorkX, people? Do they expect them to tell that what specialization are you going to choose, or something like that? Or you had mentioned that you're in your SOP or something. What is that?
In my SOP, I had mentioned that I wanted to choose marketing since IMT has a USP in marketing only.
Okay.
That is why they asked me that why do you want to do marketing? I mean, even though I'm a production engineer and I have WorkX in quality, then why marketing? They asked me about that.
Right, and then it might be slightly difficult for you because operations management should be the natural choice, and you are going for marketing, right?
Yes, but I had a prepared answer that I have worked in the operations. I know about the product. Now I know I want to sell it and I want to market. Like there was that. Now I want to know the customer demand. How I want to learn the different business aspects that are involved in this business.
Right.
So
anything related to hobbies or the family and all? Did they ask?
They didn't ask me any such thing.
Right. So I think for all the viewers, I mean, yeah, here is one learning or something that you can keep in mind, that if you have work experience, at least in IMT, you can expect different set of questions. Please be very well prepared about your work profile. Identify your key contributions and key achievements, and you will have to talk more on those lines. And yes, you will have to justify why you want to choose a particular specialization. So yeah, I think that summarizes your interview. Is there any other message that you want to give to the viewers? Many of them might be appearing for the interview at the later stage.
The one suggestion that I had got earlier, that you have to be, show confidence. You have to speak slowly. That was one that I tried to do in the actual interview. So I think that you should do. I mean, you should be prepared for the interview in overall.
Okay.
And you should come across as a confident person.
Right. Okay. So let me tell to all my viewers, guys, if you want, you can just note down my Telegram ID. It is RONAK _live LIVE. So please DM me on my Telegram ID. If you have your interview tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we will definitely schedule your mock interviews. And at the same time, we expect that, like Farhan did, we had conducted his mock interview yesterday. So we also expect you to come forward, and after your interview, we want you to share your experience with other viewers. Right. So once again, my ID is Telegram ID is RONAK _live. Please ping me on this and we'll schedule your mock interviews. This is completely free for you on this Unacademy platform. Our experts will help you to improve, and so that you can get into your dream college. There is one question that is coming up from one of the candidate, Arpan. He had mentioned his percentile was close to 99 in CAT this year. And Jyotsna is asking what should be the answer if they ask 3 dream companies. Suppose if you were asked, Farhan, what are your 3 dream companies to work for? How will you tackle?
I am from operations department, so I have prepared my answer for the operations. There are 3 dream companies that I want to get in. There's ITC, there's PNG, and there's AB in there, which makes the. So I have these answers for the operations. I didn't prepare for this IMT interview.
But yeah, now here is a word of caution. Farhan, what if you mention these 3 companies and they say that none of this company visit our campus? So what will you do? So aren't we trapped?
So yes, we should have. I mean, we should be prepared according to the colleges that we are applying for. Yes,
right.
But yes, I mean, you should be prepared. You should talk to the seniors there that which colleges, which companies are coming there, and then you should prepare your answer. You should have 1 or 2 companies ready that you want to work in. This is your dream company that you want to work. That you want to, work for.
Right. So here I have one suggestion. So most of the top B school, if you take top 30-40 B schools, I mean, they publish their placement reports and there are list of companies. So I mean, if you want to work in operations, you can identify which are those top companies that are visiting those campus, and you can actually mention about those companies, right? That's one.
Yes.
Second, even if you know that these companies are not visiting, you should definitely go through their placement reports and you should understand about college and all, and still you can mention about 3 other companies which are not coming to the campus. And after, when you are asked this question that these companies are not coming, then what will you do? So you can mention, okay, sir, I'll try to be part of placement committee as it is student driven, and I'll try to invite them, and that will be your value addition. So why not to mention it this way? This will slightly look more confident, right?
Yes, sure.
So definitely you can use some innovative ways to overcome such questions, everyone. So that's it as far as this question is concerned. Do you maintain the smile like you are having now? Sudipto, Farhan is a very cheerful person. I have taken his interviews and the smile comes very naturally to Farhan. So he's lucky one to have that. But yes, that's a good point that you have raised. It's necessary to have smile, because remember, smile is that curve which puts many things straight. Isn't that, guys? So yes, once again, keep learning with us. And if you are a CAT 2021 or 2022 aspirant, so please be part of my Telegram group. My Telegram group is Unacademy_Ronak Shah, and you can also attend my daily live sessions. And if you want to get yourself assessed, you can directly DM me on Ronak_live, RONAK_LIVE on Telegram. So we will arrange that. And if you have appeared for the interview, if you would like to come forward and share your experience, please do DM me and we'll schedule your interview also immediately. That's it. Thanks, Farhan, for coming forward. And yeah, let's have a few more mock interviews so that we can also help you in your preparation. We can also help you in fine tuning. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Thanks everyone for joining us. And please do not forget to like it and please share it with your friends also. Bye-bye.